Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this very good occasion, I am Yulinda Pramudandi is going to talk about the speech which has a topic about social media. So without further ado, let's get started. Media, from the origin of the word, refers to an instrument for communication. In this case, the internet. While social refers to human interaction with other humans, society at large, where social interaction has occurred in terms of communication and information. So, social media is a communication instrument based on internet application that allows interaction between fellow humans in the form of communication exchange of information. According to experts, Chris Garnett that said that social media are tools, services, and communication that facilitate relationship between people with each other and have common interests. According to Sam Decker, the language of social media is digital content and interaction created by and between each other. Mercury Clement also explained that social media is a new marketing tool that allows you to know customers and potential customers in ways that were previously impossible. Information conveyed through social media does not only apply to one person, but applies to everyone as a social media user. Then, what becomes a trending topic on Twitter, for example, in a short time can spread to all across countries and get thousands or even millions of responses from social media users. And based on pakarcommunicate.com, explains that the presence of social media in Indonesia is quite influential on the communication system in Indonesia, which is not strange considering that the internet users in Indonesia is 2011 were 55 million people, which makes Indonesia is the third largest internet user in the world. Of that number, almost 80%, which is around 44.6 million people, are users of social networks. Facebook. The role of social media in mass communication in Indonesia is very obvious. Social media is often used as political communication media, influencing public opinion, for example, to win candidates for government officials such as presidents, governors, regions, or mayors. In fact, social media or internet can be used for black campaign in bringing down someone's career and dignity. So, I am going to elaborate what is the positive effect and negative effect from social media itself. First thing first, I am about to jump into the positive impact from social media. There are 5 points here. One, can strengthen the relationship. Two, add insight into thinking and knowledge through social media. Three, can provide precise and accurate information such as information about universities, job vacancies, and scholarship and others. 4. Provide a space to play a positive role as communication with religious leaders, scholars, or motivators. 5. Familiarize friendship relationship, communication for meeting or social gatherings. Meanwhile, the negative effect from the social media. 1. Children are and teenagers become lazy to study because they communicate more in cyberspace, especially with the problem of online gamers or watching movies via YouTube or others. 2. Social networking sites will make teenagers and children more self centered. 3. In terms of language, there are no language rules in social networks so that the children and adolescents can use a language as they wish, such as what they got from social media. 4. Social networking sites are fertile ground for human predators to commit crimes. 5. Pornography has become rampant on social media or internet so that many teenagers are affected by it because they have watched porn on social media, then teenagers have sex with each other. 6. Social media and the internet have been used as a mode of deception for criminals who take various kinds of material benefits It has happened a lot. And seven, many sexual scenes that tantalize social media user freely. Eight, making an individualistic and indifferent to others. Nine, the occurrence of cyberbullying and cybercrimes. And then the last one, number 10, is the rise of crimes originating from social media. All right, when you're looking at the negative effects of social media, it concludes that the negative effects of social media are more dominant than the positive effect of social media. However, many people do not feel that social media has more negative effects than positive effects. So, to prevent negative effects in social media, first, we must understand the ethics of communication on the internet. Make sure if we link to content on a particular site, that the site is not a negative site or pornographic sites or sites with negative elements. Secondly, limit the flow of negative information and more positive information. Third, able to control themselves in terms of time and can control themselves from negative influences on social media. And next, the provision of religious teaching must be prioritized in guiding spiritual values so that they can sort and choose negative and positive things which are most more useful for life. So finally, the conclusion is that social media has brought social media users toward the advancement of thinking and science at the same time can plunge humanity, especially the younger generation, into the abyss of humiliation and damaged moral in life. The reality is that social media users have more negative elements than positive ones. Therefore, internet and social media users must be selective and not be carried away by negative elements. That's all can I say. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.